What's up, everyone? Today I'm doing a little guide for Bayonetta. I'm going to go over some of her options and neutral, some of her combo options, and just some general advice that I've picked up. I've been playing her exclusively since she released, so I have a fair amount of knowledge and gameplay experience with her, so let's just get into it. First, her moveset, ground moves, we have down tilt. Down tilt is her best move on the ground. It's good, it's fast, low profile, so it's going to be hard for them to hit you if they're trying to approach from the air. You may be able to like duck attacks. You may be able to like just completely duck an aerial approach, and then when they land you can hit them with down tilt. And the best part about down tilt is it confirms into combos. So you want to get used to converting that into something like that. So you see like that, off of a single down tilt, you can end somebody's stock. So this is a really strong move for her. It's a move you want to just throw out. Like you can throw it out if you can just kind of throw it out at its max range or kind of mid range, and it's pretty safe. Unless you stand right in front of them to where they can like shield grab you, or like out of shield up B or stuff like that. It's a really safe move, and they can't really do anything about it. Like you could just kind of throw out like a bunch of them, 2 or 3 or whatever, and it's not going to be easy for them to punish. In fact, you may want to just always throw out a couple, because if they block the first, they may try to drop their shield and do something, and you may land the second. But you have to be able to confirm it. You gotta hit confirm it. So, if you're just throwing this move out and it's hitting and you don't turn it into a combo, then it's a waste. So you really have to be very conscious of every time you use this move that you're looking to convert it into a combo. So don't just throw it and be like, ooh, I hit it, that's cool. You just got to be ready to get the follow-up. Okay, so next let's talk about forward tilt. Forward tilt is really interesting. It's a string move, and the finisher launches in the air. Now, this seems like it should set up for combos, and it does, but only at extremely low percents, like 10% or lower. Anything over that, they launch too high, and you can't really get a guaranteed follow-up. So the move is really good as an opening punish, but it loses a ton of utility as the match progresses. It does do a fair amount of damage, 15 damage, so if you got a chance to punish with it, it's not too bad. But then again, why wouldn't you just want to use like down tilt and get even more damage? So like I said, for an opening attack, it's not too bad. You can convert it into a nice combo. So something like that, you can get like pretty much like 50% combo off that if you open with it, but after that, it's not very useful. Next we have up tilt. Now up tilt converts into combos like down tilt, but you have to be really close to them. It's a much harder conversion, and the move is fast though, so you can kind of throw it out, like if you're blocking and you can just kind of throw it out. I don't know if it's faster than down tilt. Down tilt's really fast too, so I haven't really checked the frame data yet, but this move's fast, and you can get follow-ups off of it, but the follow-ups are much more difficult to convert. So I don't know. It's like, why not just use down tilt? Maybe like if they're coming like from right above you, it does have a hitbox that's right above her, so you may be able to just stop people from falling on top of you. So you see, you can convert it into something like that. Next we have jab. Now her jab is really interesting because it covers so much space. So as you can see there, I started that far away from him and I was able to get to him. The space it covers is so deceptive that your opponent may drop their shield or do all sorts of things because they think you're whiffing, but they don't realize that she has like insane momentum. She's taking a step every attack, so you have to respect this jab. You have to guard it out and see where she's gonna be, because she moves a lot. the mashable part right here has a hitbox behind it, so you don't want to run at her. You don't want to run straight at her from behind because you'll get sucked into it. I mean, I guess this is, I mean, I am giving advice on how to fight against her, but I'm just saying, even though this is kind of a guide to how to play her, but, you know, that's helpful advice to know as well. Know that you do have a hitbox behind you during this, and if your opponent tries to come into you recklessly, they can get vacuumed into it. So that's a pretty interesting element of that attack. But you know, you can kind of catch your opponent off guard, and if you whiff like the first hit, you know, you don't have to really be afraid. You can just kind of go through with it, and you may finish it. You know, you may be able to hit them by the end of it. You know, don't be silly about it, but do be conscious that it has a lot of movement, so you may be able to land one of the later hits, depending on what your opponent's doing. Like if they try to roll back, like let's say they guard the first hit and they try to roll back, they're gonna roll right into it, so can't do that. Next up we have B, neutral B. Neutral B is a really interesting move. I try to use it as much as I can, but you want to use it like after you throw them off the edge. Like let's say they're trying to come back. Let me get his percent up so I can launch him. Like I usually try to set it up to get to hit them while they're out there, because what happens is if you hit them, it stops all of their movement momentum. For some characters this can kill them because their recovery doesn't have enough horizontal range to get back. So you can just outright gimp some characters if you stop their momentum. Like let's say Cloud, for instance. Cloud is a character that can get screwed over very heavily by this attack. And for other characters, it's going to control their momentum. So, you know, once you stop them with that, you know what they have to do to recover. You know that they have to do this because if they don't, they're not going to make it back. So this allows you to, you know, go out here and get like a dare follow-up or any kind of thing, you know, like a stage spike off of a back air or something. So it's really interesting to use that to kind of stop your opponent once he's out there. Let me try to show. So I just launched him. I didn't really do that properly there, but you know, you want to try to just hit him with a bullet or two while they're out there. That's going to stop all their momentum, and then you can look for an edge guard opportunity. Alright, next we have side B. Now, side B is an interesting move. I think it's a move that a lot of people rely on when they start as Bayonetta, because it's kind of like a, in a way, it's like a free combo starter. But, it's a move you don't want to use too much. You ideally want to use it to catch rolls and techs and stuff like that. You know, like a punish tool. Because you can kind of like run up here and then you're like, oh, he's rolling behind you, and then you can like catch him off guard like that. And that's kind of the ideal way to use it. You can kind of throw it out if you want. It's somewhat safe as long as you don't just land like dead in front of your opponent where they can shield grab you. It's not an easy move to punish, but you know, it's also a move you don't want to rely on too much. It's kind of like it's a little scrubby approach, you know. Pardon my wording for that, but you know, it's just kind of a really newbie approach tool, and you don't want to rely on it too much, especially against characters that can counter. Also, in like a Bayonetta Ditto, you do not want to do that move, period, because she can witch time the bullets that are coming out when she's sliding, and it's just it's a disaster. You'll get yourself killed really quick with that. So try to use side B as a punish tool, and you know, maybe throw it out once or twice here, but do not become like reliant on the move, because it's just not a good move to use in neutral against someone who is like understanding of the matchup. Next we have, let me talk a little bit more about this, but at 0%, you go up B, you go side B, you're not really going to get any follow-ups after that. At higher percents, you're going to have more follow-ups like that. So be conscious of that. If you land that as like your opening move at 0%, just get like one side B and call it quits because your opponent's gonna be able to tech or air dodge or whatever, or you may not even want to reach that point. You may just want to like do an up B or back out. You could do you could do something like this. You could go into your like fair or something. So you do have other follow-ups, but for whatever reason, the follow-ups are just really awkward at 0%. It's once you get like between the 20 to 40% range where you get like way better follow-ups. But at a certain point, that follow-up, when you hold the button, stops hitting. So be aware of that. Don't just like whip that. What you can do if you hit this, you can look for your opponent to air dodge, just like throw a smash. That's my absolute favorite thing to do. People just want to air dodge, people just want to mash that air dodge, and they drop right in front of you. So you can like literally just do whatever you want. You can just do an up smash or down smash or forward smash or whatever. So be conscious of that, because people are gonna always be trying to air dodge like mad against Bayonetta in hopes that your combos are fraud. So you can definitely get a lot of reset opportunities, I think, when you're playing as Bayonetta, because your opponents are definitely going to be looking to get out of any loose combos. Alright, so next we have up B. Up B is a really, really amazing move. Just run. You can just straight up run up into it if you want. Like you're gonna run into your opponent and they're shielding. Maybe they get hit, they drop their shield. If not, you get a free combo. So why not? Like I said, well, I didn't really say, but like Bayonetta is unique in that she can move after up B. So you really want to take advantage of this. A lot of characters have really strong up Bs to throw out. She does, and she's not going to get punished for throwing it out. Or unless you just like not really good, you make a really bad choice after doing it. But you can just kind of throw this out, and you have a lot of stuff you can do. So definitely take advantage of the fact that you're able to move after her up B. But you don't want to become predictable. You never want to become predictable. The thing is, you can get yourself caught in the air with Bayonetta, and Bayonetta does have a lot of options for getting back to the ground, but you don't want to abuse your bag of tricks. The thing I find with Bayonetta is that if you abuse her tricks too much or too early in a fight, then you may have a harder time closing out stocks later in the fight. Like let me talk about her next move, down B. Like down B is just such a powerful option for her. But if you're like spamming it just left and right after like everything, you want to throw it out. Like don't be afraid to throw this move out. But if you're just throwing it out like non-stop and your opponent starts reading you and playing you, it's not gonna be good. So like I said, try to save your bag of tricks, which this move is one of her tricks, as much as you can. Another trick she has is like this move, doing her afterburner kick downwards. I consider that one of her bag of tricks as well. Once again, it's something that if you can throw it out and it's going to catch your opponent off guard because it's just so fast, it's so unexpected. But if you start throwing it out every time you're trying to land, they're just going to jump and counter or something else. Like let's say you're fighting Corn, for instance. Corn can just jump in there, jump and do all kinds of stuff, and you're going to lose. You're going to lose out against it every time. So that's what I mean about bag of tricks. Keep like moves like this and stuff like dive kicks. Try to keep them on the back burner as long as you can. Don't miss an opportunity to use them, but don't become like dependent on them, because they're really strong options. But you don't want to reach the point to where your opponent's just gonna read you like left and right because you're relying on these really strong options too much. Okay, so next let's talk about aerials. She has some really fun aerials. First we have neutral air. Neutral air is really cool because it has a really long duration. It hits front and back, so you know you can catch rolls and all kinds of stuff so easy with this. And you can also hold it. When you're holding it, it stays active the whole time. So it's really good for edge guarding. Like you can just jump out here, just do it, and get back. You know, there's some characters that are gonna be like so afraid of that attack because they have really linear recovery options. So against characters like that, you know, learn how to abuse it because it's a really strong option. Up air is a really good juggling tool. It's a kill move at higher percents, and it's just good juggling otherwise. You know, it covers a very nice arc, so you can kind of throw it out and have a good chance of landing it. And you can also hold it to get this really long hitbox. Once again, like if your opponent tries to air dodge through it, they're going to get hit. So you line it up to where they either have to get hit or they have to air dodge and then get hit. And you can do it out here edge guarding as well. In some cases, that's probably going to be a better option than there. So, you know, you have these really interesting tools to utilize with her. Next we have back air. Back air is strong. This is her strongest move. This is her strongest area, I mean. Well, down air is really strong too, but this is like a really strong move all around. It's a kill move. It's very safe. You know, auto cancels pretty much. It's a move. Now it's going to be a little difficult to hit it because it has a very specific hitbox, but you know, that's no problem. Once you get used to spacing it, it's just such a powerful option to use, especially in neutral play. You know, there's going to be a lot of times where you're just going to want to wall your opponent out with lots of back airs because it's very fast, very dangerous. It's a really good move. So use it a lot. Use it as much as you can because it's just a really good move. Okay, next, down air. Down air is such a fun move with her. It has a lot of different hitboxes. It can spike, it can launch out, it can launch up. It's really interesting in all the different hitboxes it has. It's a really strong move. It can kill. Like the move hits like a smash attack pretty much. It's basically got like the power of a smash attack. And you know, this is kind of another move that falls in what I call her bag of tricks. Use it, but don't become predictable with it. And you can even jump out here and do it. What you're going to want to do is a single jump, and then you can jump out of it. Against a lot of characters, you have no reason not to just go out there and go for it. You know, if you hit, you hit. If you don't, you come back. You know, don't be silly, but there's a lot of characters out there that don't really have anything to do. And especially once you get that low, if they try to air dodge to avoid it, they're definitely just going to suicide. So definitely take advantage of that. It's a really powerful option. You know, you can use it. You can go out here this way if maybe you're trying to cover, like let's say Marth, for instance. Marth, you want to try to hit him in his blind spot, so maybe you want to do it like that. And you're going to cover that massive space that's probably going to hit him in the back when he tries to recover. So, you know, depending on the character, you may want to do it forward or backward. But it's really strong. It's really good move. It's a good punish tool too. Like if your opponent, like if you block something, just jump and do it. Like I said, it has the power of a smash attack. So considering the Bayonetta smashes are really slow, instead of trying to punishing stuff with a smash, you can do like a out of shield down air. That's going to be a better option in some cases, or it's going to be a better option even going for a grab, because you know it does a fair amount of damage too. You know, like 12 damage, getting stale, 13 damage. It's getting stale right now because I'm spamming it, but it's just a good move. It's a really good move, really good punish tool, really good edge guarding tool. It's just a really strong option she has. Okay, so next, let's talk about oh, her side B in the air. We have this is the afterburner kick. This is the up angle, and then we have the down angle. The down angle you have to press down and then forward. Before yeah, press down then forward to get the down kick. Now, this move is really interesting. It's going to be a recovery tool for her. You know, if you see your opponent going into the air, you can kind of hit him with it, and you can probably convert it into like a combo or something. You see, it kind of has a close hitbox, so you can kind of run up to your opponent and just be like, bam. You know, maybe you'll hit him, maybe you won't. And you can go into something like that. So it's a really cool move. It's just a really awesome move for her. You just want to learn, like maybe if you see your opponent jumping around, playing around out there, or you see them doing like a little air dodge stuff and you just want to catch that air dodge far away, go for it. It's a good move. And the down kick, like I said before, that's a really good way to get yourself back to the ground, to avoid maybe some characters 50-50 mix-ups like Sheik, for instance. You know, just get yourself back to the ground. Don't even waste your time like fighting a character like Cloud or someone with really strong up airs. It's gonna help you get to the ground. But like I said, don't use this move too much. Don't depend on it, because then you'll become really predictable, and your opponents will just destroy you. They'll read you and do all kinds of stuff to you. Okay, so now combos. Let's talk about combos. I'm sure that's something you guys all really want to know. So first, let me talk about side B. You can, like I said earlier, you can do like up air, or you can do like forward tilt stuff, or sorry, forward air stuff. And at lower percents, your combo follow-ups are going to be very limited, but at higher percents, you have much better options. Next, down tilt. I was already showing some stuff earlier, but let me just show you again. You have 100% combo options off of this. So you just want to go into the first air fair, and then you can do something like that. Now, if you want to do a 0 to death combo like that, let me talk about the different steps and the inputs. So let me break it down move by move. First, we do down tilt, instant fair, instant short hop fair, one hit. You want to move towards the opponent with forward momentum so that you can then go to up B. So we do the first hit, up B. Now up B, you have to get used to timing the jump cancel window on this. It hits like 4 times, and watch for that 4th hit, because you want to jump immediately after that. So the second that 4th hit hits, that's it. That's your jump window. You want to learn how to time that, because if you don't perfectly time it, you're gonna be really inconsistent with your follow-ups. And you have to be very consistent with your follow-ups. So it's important to get that down to muscle memory, so you can get a clean follow-up every single time. So after that, we're going to do our instant jump into forward air like that. Actually, you don't do forward air in this specific combo, but you can. Just depends on what you're trying to do. In this specific combo, we're going to go for the down afterburner kick. Now, this is going to be the most difficult point in the combo, is getting the down afterburner kick off of the jump canceled up B, because the window and timing is very specific. You know, you're a little bit too early or a little bit too late, you're going to whiff, and you may even kill yourself. This is probably one of the biggest dangers of extended Bayonetta combos, is that if you miss a down afterburner kick, you can kill yourself. So you just really have to you have to be very visually aware of where your opponent is while you're comboing. Like, you have to make on-the-fly adjustments. Like, maybe you have to stall for a millisecond in your follow-up to make sure that it connects, or maybe you have to do it really quick. Just depends. This is something you have to learn how to do on the fly, and you just cannot afford to whiff down afterburner kick, because you can kill yourself. So in this specific combo, when I do down afterburner kick, I'm actually out of the jump cancel. When I do the up B jump cancel, I'm jumping forward. I jump forward so that I can get kind of closer to them, and it helps me get a cleaner follow-up, because if you jump straight up, the opponent will, let's say if the opponent's DIing away from you, they may be able to air dodge before your down kick reaches, so you don't want that, because then you're going to whiff and you're going to die, and you don't want that. Bayonetta is supposed to kill people, not get killed. So that's basically it. Let me just go over the last part. So you do the second afterburner kick, you do 2 forward airs, and then you do a final up B. Sometimes you can do 1 forward air into up B, but I find 2 forward airs to be more consistent. Just depends on the character. Okay. So next, let me show another kind of 100% combo you can go for. You can go like this. That can work. That combo can work on characters that fall faster, because sometimes if they're really floaty characters, that can work on them as well. Some characters that fall at different speeds, they're harder to get certain follow-ups on. So you're gonna have to go through, I'm gonna do it eventually, and I will share it with you guys when I do. But basically, I'm gonna go through all the characters and be like, which 0 to death do you want to go? Do you want to attempt against them? Because you don't want to do the wrong 0 to death and then kill yourself or something like that. So definitely want to be very conscious and knowledgeable on which combo actually works on which character. Now, different combo tricks. Let me actually talk about when your opponent has some damage on them. Now, when your opponent has damage on them, you're gonna have some different follow-ups because of more knockback. So you see like that. When your opponent's at 50%, basically after you land one combo, you're gonna get a lot of better side B follow-ups like that. Your opponent's gonna be in hit stun longer, so you're gonna have opportunity to land more of those more straightforward combos. Now, let's talk about high percent combos. If you get your opponent at a high percent, you may be like, alright, I can't combo them anymore because they're going to get knocked back too far. But that's not necessarily true. But there are still combos you can do. And let me show you, if you have your opponent at 100%, you can do something like this. Hold on, let me try this again. This combo is a little tricky because what you have to do after this is you have to do a turnaround up B. So you have to turn around, you have to do like a jump, cancel, turn around, up B, so that you can get the follow-up. Messed up there, got the side B instead of the up B. So, still messed up there, but getting closer. And then you can do like up air. Now, I guess this doesn't work on Mario. I never tried this on Mario before, but it looks like it doesn't work. Looks like, yeah, he pops too high for the up air to hit. Some characters will get hit by that up air at the end and die. But not Mario. So yeah, this combo is still a good combo though. As you can see, it's a pretty nice combo. Maybe I can, let me try some other way. Let's do up B, side B. For some reason my side B is coming out really slow now. So there, you can do that. Don't even worry about the second side B. Just do... Really weird. My timing is really bad right now for some reason. So there you go. There's a kill combo at Hypersense. And it's a fairly easy conversion. It's not too hard. You can get it, you can kind of just try to land random up Bs until you make it happen. Or just like punish a air read. Like if your opponent's in the air, you can probably get, you could probably just do like an up B and then do up air, but possibly kill. It may just drag them, like just up B into up air. Well, actually you can't do that because they pop away. But, you know, kind of adjust on the fly, see what you can get. But just because you get your opponent at high percent does not mean you have to start fishing for witch times and smashes and stuff. There are still combos that you can do at high percents. You just have to kind of mess around, see what works on which character, and you're good. So I would say that's pretty much it for this guide. Let me talk a bit about neutral play. When you're in neutral play with Bayonetta, the kind of things you want to do is, like I said, lots of down tilts. You know, do lots of reverse aerial back airs. You know, you could, like I said earlier, you can wall your opponent out with this. It's a really amazing move. So use it a lot. You see this? Really, really, really powerful move. You can see like neutral air right here. Hold neutral air, just covers ridiculous amount of space. So you can literally just be flying through the air across the stage with this. Same with up air, as you can see. And if you stop it just early enough, you're not going to have any landing lag. So it's pretty amazing. I mean, it's actually really amazing that she has the ability to kind of do stuff like that. So you can just kind of like, you can just take up space in the air. And for some characters, this is going to be really, really difficult for them to handle. Like characters that cannot out-prioritize this. You know, there are some characters that can out-prioritize Bayonetta, but there are also some characters that are just going to lose to this. Like Sheik, for instance. Sheik has a really hard time dealing with stuff like this. Sheik will definitely trade or flat out lose, and both of those are good for you because Sheik doesn't deal very much damage. Bayonetta actually does pretty good damage, so getting trades or just straight out winning, but they're both in your favor in that matchup. So definitely learn how to take advantage of this stuff. Keep your opponent off of you, control airspace so your opponent can't really get in and do anything, and you're good. You can use like forward airs, like short hop forward airs. This will catch people who are jumping, doing a lot of jumping at you, so maybe you're both running at each other and then bam, you jump, and then bam, you just hit him and boom, 100% combo, they're dead. So you can kind of fish that. Some characters it will actually hit when you short hop it. Some characters will get hit by that. So be aware of that. Be ready to convert at any second. Because like I said before, you want to maximize all your conversions. You don't want to miss out on damage. So definitely be looking to convert any little hit you get into big damage. Preferably a kill combo, because you can get a kill combo off of that. Her smash is up smash. I think many of you already know this is her strongest smash. So anytime you can punish, you may want to go for the up smash. I mean, unless you're close to the edge. Like if you're close to the edge, this is gonna be the only time like forward smash is a better option than up smash for killing, because you know, the ceiling is further than the wall sometimes. But generally you want to go for up smash. Up smash is just really strong. When you get witch time, you're gonna kill people at like 60-70% depending on how heavy they are with like a full or half charged up smash. So always be looking for that. Down smash is spikes, but it can be teched on when you're like on the, if your opponent's on a stage and you hit it, it can be teched. So I really don't use down smash a lot. I think up smash and forward smash are just way better. Especially up smash. You know, up smash is what it's all about. Forward smash is going to be good for punishing though. It's better to use in neutral, but you can still use up smash. Like, because it goes so high in the air, you can definitely catch some people off of guard. But you just really have to be careful with their smashes because they're super unsafe. So whiffing a smash with Bayonetta is a very bad thing. But you know, take advantage of the range that these smashes have. Obviously that's the real standout property of these, is that they're just like crazy fast. Or not fast, but crazy long range. So you know, you can hit, like if someone's kind of playing around trying to wall you or poke you, you can just be like, whatever, just throw that fist, and they're dead. You know, someone's just standing there playing around, and you can do whatever. So always be really conscious of distance and spacing, and you know, like really just taking advantage of these long range smashes. Alright, so that's it. If you guys have any questions, leave a comment. I will answer them the best I can. Hopefully this was helpful for you guys. I tried to explain some different tactics with her. I will be uploading some more match videos. I haven't really been uploading a lot of match videos for her, but I will upload some match videos soon, so you guys can kind of see me put into play some of the stuff I talked about here. But hopefully this helps you guys. This will help you get into playing her and just really kind of, I know a lot of people know about the combos. There's a lot of combos floating around, but nobody really knows how to get into those combos and how to play in general. Like I've seen, you know, I was watching some Japanese streams. I was watching 9B playing, and you know, when 9B would land those 0 to death combos, he was good, but he would lose fights completely after that. Like he would just 0 to death someone at the start, and then he would lose both of his stocks and lose the fight because in neutral he didn't seem like he knew what he was doing. You know, so focused on the combo side of Bayonetta that I think a lot of players haven't really grasped how to use her neutral play. I think right now Nairo is one of the better players to watch for neutral. U2 King's been showing some good stuff as well, but Nairo has kind of neglected the combo side of her in favor of talking about playing her in a more neutral, playing her like a more standard Smash character. So I think he's a really good player to watch if you want to see some neutral from her. And like I said, I will try to upload some of my stuff too, because I have a lot of tricks and stuff in neutral with her as well. I think Bayonetta has pretty solid neutral. Actually, I think her neutral is like insanely good. It's just it's a really different kind of neutral from other characters, which is why I think it's taking more time for people to really understand just how it works. So like I said, if you guys have any questions, just leave a comment, and I will answer them the best I can. Peace.